I do hope that the connection is much better now. I think we're having some audio now. I do apologize for what went wrong or whatever went wrong just now. But I think that should be resolved or should have been resolved. The problem is that every time we use a new software, we tend to have issues when we get back on YouTube. Welcome to the show. This is not one of the show even that I would have had a show. I do hope that the exams are going well. I have seen at least one paper so far. I haven't had time. I think I have the agri paper, and I'm going to definitely be looking at that. But the big thing this evening is not so much to talk about content because one thing I don't try to do, I try not to confuse students with exams and work during exam. I know there's a lot that you are paying attention to. So I am really cognizant of that. So I just allow you to just drop your shoulder. Peter Gay, good evening. Uh, it is a very interesting evening if you ask me, because all indications are that we're having a hurricane sweeping across the Caribbean. The question a lot of persons will ask is, what next? What will I do for CXC? I went on the CXC website some minutes ago and I realized that CXC is saying that the Barbados office is closed and the environmental science workshop that was actually planned for, I think, Jamaica and probably Belize, that has also been cancelled. It is on the website as well that the office, I think, in Barbados is closed early, and persons will be working from home. So the office has been closed since I think early today or sometime recently as a result of the advice from the government. I haven't seen you guys in quite a while. I do hope that the exams are treating you well, or you are treating the exam well. And I really just want to understand what's happening in the Caribbean, as it were, with the hurricane. It is pretty overcast here in Jamaica, gray skies. A lot of persons are out panic shopping. I'm just coming off the road, and the traffic was really not, should I say, nasty outside. It was really, really terrible outside. The traffic, it's wet outside here in Jamaica, and one might say that it is dark. What is it like in other areas of the Caribbean? Good evening and welcome to the show. I'm seeing Matt Millen, I'm seeing Campbell, I'm seeing Nelson, I'm seeing Jay, I'm seeing Cheryl, I'm also seeing Simply Jay. I only had one exam that was social studies. What was the social study paper like? I'm also seeing Makisa. It's raining. I don't know. I've seen I think this is probably the first time I'm seeing Makisa. Welcome to the show. Please be reminded to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, treat yourself to the many videos that we have on the channel. So it is raining. Jay, is it Jay that said that it is raining? Somebody said that it is raining. Oh, Makisa, it's raining. Where is it raining, Makisa? Where are you? Hi, Tanisha. I haven't seen you in millions of years. Are you doing well? How is the exam? Intense heat before. Oh, but then it rained a lot. The persons who are in St. Vincent, how is the rain affecting the volcano? Is it affected by the rain? Grant, how are you doing? Where are you? You said that it is raining. Oh, you're from the Turks. Oh, Simple J, you're from the Turks and Caicos. I see. All right, so it is raining. Pretty normal here. Oh, it is pretty normal there. So no rain. Nelson, not bad as I thought. Okay, so the SS paper was fine. It wasn't as bad. So you think you aced the paper. All right, we love to hear that. Kat, sir, I just joined and I hear canceled. What did CXC cancel? Okay, great. I was saying that I think there was a workshop planned for Jamaica and probably Belize for environmental science that has been canceled. And also, the CXC saying that their offices in Barbados, it has been closed based on the advisory from the government, and they are going to keep us pretty much up to date with the happenings as they come along. So I know the office is closed. I'm going to be talking about what happens normally when there is a circumstance like this, how we should operate, how we should proceed come tomorrow morning. So I'm going to be talking about that later in the show. But I just want to have a good idea as to what is happening with my people. How is the weather? How is the exam? We haven't met, we haven't spoken for quite a while. And I told you that I have been working on marking SBAs, I've been working on end of year exam, I've been working on reports for school. So I've been doing a whole lot. So I am like really, really busy. But I said this evening with the hurricane, I really needed to come by and say a thing or two, or pretty much understand what's happening on your side. So it's not bad, Nelsie saying. And Kat is saying, sir, okay, I read that already. All right, thanks. That's Makisa. All right. In Mandible, Cheryl, you're from Mandible. It's raining in Mandible. I haven't been to Mandible in quite a bit. Yeah, I know that Mandible is a real nice town and it is really cool. Makisa is in Trinidad, and it was raining there in Trinidad. It's raining in Trelawney. Oh, Campbell, you're from Trelawney. Okay, great. Well, it's not raining now in Kingston, but I would have loved for it to rain. I am going to charge up my tablet because I am an environmentalist. You know that I'm an environmental science teacher as well. So when we have this environmental phenomena, I want to be out there to catch every moment of it. I live for things like these. All right. Plumber, I have exam on Tuesday and Wednesday, and according to weather reports, Elsa is supposed to hit Jamaica by Sunday. So we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to be giving you some advice, as it were. CXC is pretty organized, and they would have had things in place for this. So we're going to talk about that, and as we go along, I'll try as much to bring you as much information as is possible, as is available, as to how you should operate that you don't miss an examination. Tanisha, sir, I'm writing exam next year. I thought that you were in grade 11. Okay, great. So you have a head start. Good, good. I see you acing those exams. I'm looking for a Caribbean award from you, Tanisha. All right, Jay. No rain in Turks today. And yes, grade 1 for social study. Can I use the Jamaican stuff? Up. One for SS. Congrats, congrats. I remember when I did IT and I came out of that exam. I mean, I thought it was a gift from God. I just sat on the ground and I was like, my, this is a gift. And it was like a straight one. So I remember that and I understand this SS feeling of a one. Grant, rain a bit in St. Catherine. Oh, wow. Is it still raining in St. Catherine or all is well now? Okay, so Kat did only technical drawing so far. How was the technical drawing exam? Who are the persons who did agriculture? I know that the agriculture paper came, and a lot of persons are asking about this diagram. I am going to be working this paper shortly, and persons don't know these, right? So I'm going to be doing that. I did say that I am going to be focusing a whole lot on environmental science and agriculture this year and make some modification to what we would have done so far with bio and HSP. But we're going to be adding new subject to the channel this coming September. All right. Let me see what's happening here, Kat. Sir, I only did technical drawing, and Jay saying I'm preparing for maths right now. Great. What do we have tomorrow? Okay, so the building drawing aspect was manageable. I'm sorry, my TD skills stopped at about grade 9 or thereabout. I only learned to draw letters and lines, nothing else. Good evening, sir. I did agriculture and it was easy. Wow! For the first time, I'm hearing somebody saying that agriculture was easy. So, Anderson, we're looking for a grade 1 from you. Is that what we should be looking for? I won't ask you anything about the paper. I am not so cruel. All right. But I do hope that you got a 1 if that was your experience. Jay, no exam tomorrow, sir. Tomorrow is Saturday. I am trapped in time. I thought today was Thursday. Really? Tomorrow I didn't know. If you didn't tell me that, tomorrow I would have been up thinking that it is Friday. No exam tomorrow, sir. It is Saturday. I don't know. I got lost somewhere. I did EDPM and I am waiting for HSB. What was EDPM? The kids told me that EDPM had extra questions. Was it so? We had extra questions, like we were probably expecting 5 or 6, and there was an extra question. I don't know. That's what the kids told me. All right, great, Anderson. Congratulations. Okay, tomorrow is Saturday, sir. Forgive me, guys. I'm getting old, it seems. All right. So, Jay, I thought it was Thursday too. No lie, lol. Yeah, I really thought it was Thursday. I don't know where some of the days went. But the days just came out because I'm saying that I'm going to work on some stuff tonight, and then I'm going to work tomorrow, and then I have the entire weekend to sort of mop up a couple of stuff. And now to hear that, oh my, I don't know where one of the days, I don't know. One of the days went somewhere, I don't know where. Yes, and I needed more time. Okay, so there was extra question for EDPM. That's what you're saying. Tell me about the EDPM exam. My son did it last year and he got a 1. I really don't know much about the exam. I really don't know. You should have gotten 6 questions. How many questions were you expecting? Uh, as time, I think we have the exam on the 14th for the question about buy and HSB. And I am going to try to see how best I can fit some time in to put out some more past papers for you. I can't say that you will see me online, but I'll try my best. If it's even a question, I'll try my best to get something out. But remember, we have 2 playlists. We have a biology playlist and we have a HSB playlist. We have no less than 5 years worth of multiple choice on both playlists for both biology and HSB. And we'll have a number of single question and a number of past papers, paper 2 for both biology and HSB. But we'll see how best we can put some more in, uh, depending on my workload. But I'll try my best. All right, Macmillan. My nose been in my books so much. I myself was scheduling a meeting for tomorrow, thinking it's Friday. I tell you, that's how it should be, Macmillan. Times like these, you really don't want to waste any time. Yeah, you get up and you have a little fun and a little chat here and there, but you want to ensure that you're acing those exams. So you're going to, of course, be doing a whole lot of book work. So the 12th. So what is on the 12th? Is it biology or HSB? Forgive me, I haven't been looking at that. But there's something that has struck me on the exam paper. I don't know how many persons saw it, but I'm going to be talking about that as well. Kimola, Macmillan, I aspire to be as motivated as you. Well, you are pretty much, should I say, on the right path, because if you are in this room, then you are going to be like those other persons who are doing well. So biology will be on the 12th. Just let me check my calendar here to see if I can come through. So it's biology before HSB, just remind me. HSB is on the 14th and biology is on the 12th. All right, so I have to look at that. Where is my little document? So today is the 2nd, so bio and HSB is going to be the same time. So it's going to be week after next. So HSB is on the 14th and bio is on the 12th. And you are asking for some more paper 2. All right, great. Let me see what's happening here. All right, so HSB has HSB paper 2 the same day as Chem paper 2, and I'm not too sure what that is. Tell you I'm nervous. Okay, you're going to be nervous. That's sort of natural. Once you have the interest in passing and the possibility is always there for anybody to fail, then it's sort of natural that you are going to feel nervous. But just put in that work. I sent off a long list of YouTube channel for various subjects to some students I have in a group. So I want to suggest to you that you make yourself a part or become a part of one of these groups for chemistry, for whatever. But don't go out and try find anything new now. It might just cause more harm than good. Sir, I must commend you for the organization of a channel. I have visited many other channel, and information are hard to find. With your channel, everything is well organized. Great job. Thank you very much, Matt Millen. We try and we are going to even get better with comments like these. All right, thank you. Thank you, Matt Millen. That's very true. Wonderful. Thank you, Jay. Sir, add me to the HSB group, please. It is group at school on my phone. It is group at school on my phone. It's not like one of those big group outside. All right, so that's what it is. But as soon as I come on, once you subscribe and click that notification bell, you'll see that I am on, so you can join. I want to talk about something. I am looking at this paper, and this is the bio paper. I don't know if you can see it. And if you recognize there, look at the date here. Look at the date up top here. All right, so it is saying that it is the 5th of May 2021, and it should have been an evening exam. However, while this paper is saying that it should have been administered on the 5th of May, this paper was administered on the 30th of June. What that says to us is that the paper was the paper was set a really long time ago, right? And it was set for the date that is on the paper. But of course, you know, the date would have passed and new dates would have been set. So we realize that we pretty much can still have the same plan or the same forecast for the exam because it is the same paper that they had set for this year that we have here. I have not seen an agriculture paper before this, and I haven't seen an agriculture paper for quite some time. So guys, you can tell me if this paper is in keeping with the 2019 paper. I don't know what the 2019 paper looked like, but you can tell me because you would have seen it, I hope, agriculture students. You can tell me, what is it like? Was it exactly like this? What has changed, that type of a thing? All right, great. So most persons would I want that paper. The paper will be worked and posted on the channel in short order. It will be worked. You'll get it. The bio paper will be there. The HSB paper will be there. We're going to put them up as soon as we would have received them. And my work with the government of Jamaica is out of the way. I'm going to get back posting some of these papers for you. So no need to worry. All right. So in 2010, in Jamaica, we have what was called the Tivoli incursion, which was really a memorable event, if you ask me. It was a day when I sat probably about 2 or 3 miles from where the event was taking place, and I could have felt tremors. I could have heard explosion. I could have heard I heard a lot of things. I heard a lot of things. And my students were sitting exam on the particular day. I remember one of my students who is now a doctor. He was late for the exam. And I was a little worried because I knew that he was one of the students who would have done well. And I called everybody I knew back then to see how best I could get him to the exam. When he came in, he told me that he had to step over someone who had succumbed to some injury to get to the exam. I have had during my tenure as a teacher, a young lady coming to exam one morning. She was in an accident and the driver for the car lost his life. So she was not able to show for one of the paper. Now, as a teacher, I tend to read a lot. I might not speak the standard Queen English, but I tend to read a lot. I had to advise the student as to how to proceed because she did one of the paper and she was not able to do the issues like these. The norm is for you to submit the doctor's report or the police report as early as possible to your school or your examination center, making sure that you have a copy. Write a letter, be that you are doing it or your bearer is doing it. You are going to do that, communicate it to the school. If you do this early enough, like my student back then, CXC is going to award you a grade based on what you would have done. So based on the SBA that you would have submitted, based on the grades on that particular paper that you would have done, that will be dealt with favorably for you. So if you find yourself in any of these predicaments, make sure you do the right thing by submitting the relevant document. As it were, with situations like social unrest, inclement weather condition, and the many hiccups that could happen as a result of you that could actually cause you not to get to the exam. There are some things that you can do. It's one of many, or many things we could think about. Just let me get a read in and I'll come right back to you. All right, sir, what did CXC cancel now? Oh, wow, nobody heard that? Okay, I'll go back through that later. It's a sign, sir. They must give us paper one only. I don't think that paper one only would be the best thing, but I don't know. I don't know. CXC, I don't know. I really can't comment on that. I'm very sorry. Now, as it were, for the cases where we have inclement weather condition, we have social unrest, there is a policy that speaks to how you should proceed as a student. One, you need to get in touch with your exam center, be it your school's office, be it your teacher, if your teacher has that contact, be it your exam coordinator, you need to try to get in touch. While you try to get in touch, all exam centers would have extra papers. I think the policy is that you should turn up to the nearest center to you. And you are going to turn up early now. Report the challenges that you are having at that particular center, and they should make contact with the CXC or your center that you should be sitting the exam. So if you live in Timbuktu and you have to travel to get to the savannah, make sure that you are now in dialogue with your school, your exam coordinators, as to how you should proceed. It is also very important that during this period, you are listening to the radio, listening to the directives from your local Ministry of Education as to how you should proceed. It will be an indictment on you if you should choose to stay away from the exams because you think that it is raining, or you're of the opinion that it was raining, or you're of the opinion that there would be no exams, it is not for you to make that decision. It is not for you to make that decision. Head on into your center, head on into the closest center. However, in all that you do, ensure that you don't endanger yourselves. I'll get to the lab type questions. There's always lab type questions on the HSB paper, and we know all the lab questions that are on the HSB paper. Usually they really don't change. All right, we know all of those. So those are my advice as to what will happen Monday morning. I thought that tomorrow would have been Friday. That's why when I came on, I said this is not really a day that I have live, because I thought it was Thursday. So these are some advice for Monday. I will continue to read the CXC, read from the CXC website. I will continue to post little messages. If it's even one of those posts that I usually send out and not alive, I will continue to send information as much as they become available. And if you have the information before me, send it to me via email or send it to me on the comment on one of the videos so that we can share it with this learning community so that everyone will be in the know. The nearest center to me, I have to take the bus. Well, I don't know. But what I suggest for everybody who might be affected by this storm, I strongly suggest that between today and Sunday, you make contact with your teacher, you make contact with your school, you get in touch with your exam coordinator, because CXC is really an organized entity, and I'm sure they would have communicated something, and I'm sure that keep looking at the CXC website, we are going to be seeing some directives, and we're going to be hearing some messages on the radio or seeing it on the television. Things will come out. So try to be in the know. Please don't go packing up the books now because it is a storm. Continue to study. Don't go packing up those books now. Continue to study. And listen to me. There are some natural things about hurricane or inclement weather condition. As an environmentalist, I can tell you some now before I go. Okay. The rain began where I live now. Oh, wow. I hope all will be fine. All right, great. Now, with the inclement weather condition or the pending weather condition for some persons, a lot of things might happen. It is normal for you to see like rodents and insects and animals behave in a way they never normally do. It is also normal that a person might get into labor or go into labor, right? It is normal. Even if it's not the time for them to go into labor, they might go into labor. It is also possible that person might have things like asthma attack. Person might have panic attack, right? The little ones they might not know what is happening, but based on their phylogenic memory, it will tell them that something is not right. They might become afraid of the wind, the temperature might affect them, the noise outside might affect them. So you want to be very empathetic with the smaller ones, working with them to feel comfortable. Try as much as possible to stay away from flooded areas. Try as much as possible to stay away from power lines that are down. Try as much as possible not to be on the outside like Mr. Wilson during the inclement weather condition. We want to have this conversation after phylogenic memory just deals with things that are hard coded in you. Like about 5 days or 3 days old, when we look at the piglets, we can tell which is the bully. We know the male and the female. So it's like something that you come with. You're born with it. You just know that, you see some real sharp teeth. As a baby, you know that is danger. You should stay away. Right? So when we talk about phylogeny, that's a simple way of looking at phylogenic memory. All right, especially babies. Sir, Elsa, sir, is Elsa a hurricane now? I saw it on the news as hurricane, and I saw it on TikTok as hurricane as well. I haven't looked much at Elsa because, like I said, I've been really busy. So as soon as I'm off now, I'm going to go and look at Elsa and CXC. All right, so okay, great. So I really don't want to keep you away much longer from your studies. So yes, it is a hurricane now. What category is it, Macmillan? What category hurricane it is? Category one. Oh, you are going to be the second group. I'm going to tell. My book comes out in August. My book comes out in August. Uh, it is a book that chronicles the search for success, and being an environmentalist, it also looks at a particular fruit. It also looks at uh, some childhood experience in the Caribbean. It is slated to be a kids book 5 to 10, but I am almost certain the book will be beneficial to everyone. So, as soon as it is released, I am going to ask us to just hop on over to Amazon, and I think it's going to be on some other platform. I'll tell you then, and of course, give it some love. The trailer will be on my YouTube channel, so you will see that. So the book should be out by August. The name of the book I won't say it as yet, but of course the author is Ricardos. That is my first name. All right, so let me just spell that for you. But that's my first name. Unfortunately, I'm the only person in Jamaica with that name. Only person. All right, doesn't mean that you should go using that name now. I'm going to patent the name. All right, so I'm the only person with the name, and of course, the author is Ricardos, and the book should be out by August. So I am going to need your love on that book. Sir, you said you were gonna go through the paper they got. Oh, no, no, no. I didn't say that. I said I wanted to look at something on the paper, but I am going to be working the paper and posting it on the channel, not to go through the paper now. There are some things that you don't do to people, all right? You don't want to start going through this paper now. And then there are persons who thought that they did well in the exam, only to find out that they didn't do so well, and then it affect the other exams. I really don't want to do that. I'm really sensitive where that is concerned. I want persons to just go through the exams, and when they are finished now, then we can have a discourse as to what went well, what went wrong. But I really don't want to pressure anyone. All right, so for that reason, I'm not going to jam you with those papers now before probably the end of exam. I really don't want to do that now. It wouldn't benefit you anyway at all because the exam would have passed. It would do more harm to some persons than good. So I really don't want to have that up. No, I'm not going to do that. I think ethically it might be wrong. All right. Whoa, that's cool. Sir, can you tell me no now what they have canceled? Okay, I said that they had canceled the environmental science workshop that was slated for Jamaica and Belize. All right, sir, as you're about to finish up. Okay, great. I understand. Sir, is it hard or easy? If what is hard, the paper that I have in my hand. You are saying that the agri paper looks like January paper? I didn't know that they do agri during January. I don't know. Anyone in HSB study groups? Uh, Sir, can you do some past papers with the topic given? Sure. But like I've said, they have given me some date now. I'm going to see how best I can work around those dates and pack in something. All right, but please be reminded that we have a couple of past papers on the channel. You want to go there, click the playlist for biology, click the playlist for HSB, and watch those papers, both paper 1 and paper 2. All right, so to get to those papers, you just need to click that blue icon that says CSEC Biology TCP, and it will take you to the back end of the channel. You can choose to go through videos, which is a whole lot. So I suggest that you go to the playlist that says biology, go to playlist and look for biology or HSB, and that should take you through all the piece for the past paper for the subject that you're looking for. All right. Sir, can you, okay, great. Yes. All right. Amoy, how you doing? What's your experience like? Have you done any exams as yet? That's what we're talking about today. We're just liming. All right. A man in Alpha Tree sells past paper. He might have 2021 HSB paper. I'm gonna get it and send it to me. I don't know. I checked a school in Alpha Tree to get that paper, and I was not able to get it. But if the man in Alpha Tree, there's a man in front of the bus park, I could probably check. But if you get it, you can send it to me. I will definitely work it. Is that the June 2021? No, we're talking about we're talking about the January 2021 past paper. That's the one. We have 2020 paper out there already. So the one we're talking about now is the January paper that would have passed. Sir, are you going to do more live past paper review? I really don't want to make any promise, but I want to say that I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best. Also, do you think there is a slight chance that they can give questions that are not mentioned in the topics? It's going to be up to what is your interpretation of the topics, because you have to recall now, I did go through all that can be covered under all parts of the topic. So if you want to look at the broad topic that I did, you'll realize I would have gone through the parts of the syllabus that will be covered under the respective broad topics. So let us not look and say that they are just going to do nutrition and we think that nutrition is only about digestion. Nutrition also takes in photosynthesis. So we did cover that at length in a video that we did on the broad topics. Oh, yes, him. So am I send me the paper now? You couldn't just buy the paper and send it to me or something, am I? Why you treating me like that, am I? All right, please be reminded to like, share, and subscribe to those persons who are not yet a part of the family. It might be wise for you to join. Those persons who are in grade 10, it's time for you to up on over and let us start working on that SBA for HSB. I'm going to be going through that. The HSB has a new syllabus, and I'm also seeing new textbook out. I'm not going to be showing you the textbook yet because I don't have any sponsor for my show as yet. As soon as I have sponsors, I start to show you people textbook. All right. So good evening, everyone. I am leaving to finish study. Great. Have a wonderful evening. We are going to be leaving shortly as well. I have realized that 2000 January HSB paper 2 have most of the topics for exam covered on it. All right, so the 2000 paper, I don't know if I've worked the 2000 paper, but I will look at that. So Amoy there is saying that a lot of the topic is covered on the 2000 paper. I'm going to be looking on that. All right, so that's going to be for me this evening. Thank you very much for joining. Like I said, I really didn't want to take you away too long from your studies, so you can just up on back and be careful. Be careful. Send us something about the hurricane. You can send us a video on the email, on the email address. Send us a video. Send us something. Send us something. We want to see what is happening in your little island, or your, as we say in Jamaica, your neck of the woods. All right. So take care until we next meet. All the best.